Welcome to another episode of It's Just Alex P. And on this episode, we are talking not so current events. And that not so current event is Kyle Rittenhouse. It's been a few weeks now since the verdict has came out, and I figured this would be the right time to discuss it. So if it's your first time joining us on It's Just Alex P, not so current events, we do it in three parts. First, we talk about what happened, right? What's the overall history? What was going on, right? And then we talk about what one side thought and what we think about, one side thinks, what people's opinions are, one side, and then the other side, what the other people's opinions are. And then finally, you hear my opinion on it, or my thoughts. Let's jump into part one first. The history, or what led up to the whole event, or the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse, and then eventually the verdict. So let's talk about what happened and what led to everything, to this case, to the verdict, and to the uproar and, about the verdict and so forth. So, a young man by the name of Jacob Blake was shot by the police. A young black man that was shot by a white police officer. And, of course, that led to protesting that eventually led to riots, right, in Kenosha. When riots happen, people start destroying buildings, destroying properties, and so forth. So Kyle, he traveled to Kenosha with a AR-15 or so forth, so that he can work with, a militant group, I think it was, that he was working with, that can protect the businesses from being burnt down, from being stashed, or whatever the case is, right? They're trying to protect the business as they feel. When he gets there, of course, he's interviewed by, I think, this conservative media, and he says he's there to protect the business, and he's there also to make sure that he can help out anybody that needs help, and for medical aid and so forth. But he also has his gun just in case he has to protect himself, right? So during that time while he's there, walking and patrolling, he's approached by someone called Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum, I guess they have words. The drone footage that you can see, Rosenbaum chase him. You can see Kyle's running away from him. Rosenbaum gets closer right till they get to the gas station. He throws a bottle at him, and Kyle turns around and shoots him. So if you can see when you see in the video, Kyle's running away, and Rosenbaum gets very close to him. So thinking in his head, what's this guy gonna do to me, right? They've already been arguing, whatever the case is, right? Kyle shoots him, he stops, and he calls somebody, oh my God, I just shot someone. And then of course the people that are recording, that are there protesting, and everybody's like, oh my God, he just shot someone. They don't know what's going on. They don't know who is the aggressor. They don't know, but he just shot someone. So everybody's like, go get him, right? They go and get him, right? Go get him, because he just shot someone. Panic ensues, right? So Kyle runs, and people start chasing him. And he's getting chased, and everybody's like coming at him. And he's running away towards the cops. As you can see in the video, he's running towards the police, towards the sirens, right? With his gun, holding it down still. And then as people get closer, someone comes in and knocks him down, right? And at that point, somebody else runs and kicks him in the face, or looks like he kicks him in the face. And then from there, a man named Anthony Hubert hits him with a skateboard, right? And then that's when Kyle shoots him. Then another man approaches him, right? Gross Curse his name is, and he had a gun. So he goes, aims at Kyle. Kyle shoots him first, right? Kyle gets up and walks off, or runs off, and puts his hand up, asking the police to take him in, but the police completely ignored him. And Kyle walks off, I think, to like a friend's house, or like to a parent's house or something like that, right? And that's when he turned himself in. So that's what happened, based on the footage I've seen, what happened that led to the case, right? We get to the trial, and basically it hinges on one simple thing, right? Did Kyle go there to start trouble, right? Or did he go there to aid people and to protect the business, like he said? So the prosecutors, they're saying that he went there to start trouble. He was with a militant group, and they brought the trouble. The people were only burning a little bit of business, a little bit of damage, whatever the case is, right? While Kyle's defense attorney is saying, hey, he did this all out of self-defense. He was being chased. Yes, he did have a gun, but everybody saw that he had a gun. He was carrying it, whatever the case is, and he was being chased. And he was being chased, and that's why he turned around and he shot him, because he believed that his life was in danger, and he was the one actually being chased, right? Rosenbaum could have stopped and could have left him alone. As far as the other guys, they chased him as well, and Kyle fell over and he thought he was in danger again, and he had multiple times that he could have shot, but he was running away as fast as he can, and he only shot as a last resort. So it turns out that eventually found not guilty by the jury, right? He was found not guilty for first-degree reckless homicide, use of a dangerous weapon. He was found not guilty for first-degree reckless endangering safety, use of a dangerous weapon. He was found not guilty for first-degree reckless endangering safety, use of a dangerous weapon. Okay, and then count 4, first-degree intentional homicide, use of a dangerous weapon. So if you listen to those, first degree, if anybody knows and just reads the law, first degree is meant that you went out there knowing that you were going to kill that person, right? You planned it. You were ready to kill that person, right? So they found him not guilty because they said he didn't go out there, and if you see the video, he didn't go out there necessarily to kill the guy. He was being chased, he turned around, he shot him. If it was different for first degree from what I'm reading, he would have went up to the guy and just shot him, right? Not running away from him and then turn around and shot him. Right? So that's what I saw. That's what I saw in the drone footage. I'm not a lawyer, so you can't really say, well, you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just going off of what I've read and just simply seen on a video and what I've read. First degree, I'm coming here, I want to kill you, pow pow, you're dead. Second degree, maybe, or something else. Well, what happened with Kyle? He's running away, and then the guy's coming, oh my God, oh, he throws something at me. You feel like he's defending himself, self-defense, right? So that's what jury saw, and they found him not guilty from the footage that I saw personally. So of course, when the verdict came out, people are saying that there was no justice. While one side is saying there was justice. It was self-defense, right? And the other side is like, no, he should have went to jail. He went out there to murder. He went out there to do these things, and it's just unjust that he didn't go to jail, right? So, what are my thoughts on the whole situation? My thoughts on the whole situation is that, first of all, young black man Jacob Blake got shot, right? That should have never happened. That should have never happened. All that stuff should have never happened, right? That's what kicked it off. Jacob Blake should have never been shot. He didn't do anything to be shot and killed, like nothing, right? So, but when we move on from there, when you look at the situation from Kyle, he went out there. With a gun. Yes, he went out there with a gun, but it's America. Everybody has a gun, and you can carry it, right? It's America, right? And I'm not sure what the laws are in Kenosha, but here in Florida, you got a gun, right? Everybody basically has a gun, right? But if you use it, the guns don't kill people, right? People use guns to kill people, right? So I'm not saying it's right that he shot Rosenbaum, but one, I'm not sure what happened before that. They said there was an argument or whatever the case is. Rosenbaum chased him, right? Rosenbaum chased him, and Kyle turned around and shot him, right? I'm not saying Kyle should have. I'm saying Kyle. I personally think Kyle should have got off for first degree. He should have got off for first degree, and that's what happened, because that wasn't first degree murder, according to what you read online, right? Let me tell you what first degree murder means. So what's first degree murder? First degree murder is the most serious of all homicide offenses. It involves any intentional murder that is willfully and premeditated with malice. So if you premeditated it, right? But the prosecutors went for premeditated murder. Maybe they should have went for maybe second degree or third degree. Let's see what second degree murder is. In general, second degree murder is one that doesn't have any kind of premeditated and may only have been intended to cause harm rather than death. The states define second degree murder as any type of unlawful killing that is done with malice but without premeditation. So maybe it wasn't second degree because it wasn't in malice, right? let's see what third degree is. So what is third degree murder? Third degree murder overview. So someone can be accused of third degree murder if they unintentionally cause someone else's death while committing a dangerous act. This is different from first degree and second degree murder charges, while intended is general required. Alright, so maybe third degree would have been something they could have went for, right? Or going for like the simple gun charge or whatever the case is. But prosecutors went for first degree, and I think that's what caused them to lose the case. When I watched the case, the prosecutors weren't very good. They weren't, from what I saw. They weren't very good. But the defendant lawyer, he was good. You know, he was very good from what I noticed. And just based on those things, and based on just the information I have, and what are my thoughts is basically, I guess Kyle should have gotten off just based on that information, right? And just seeing the drone footage and seeing what they went for. Maybe if they went for a different charge or something, he could have maybe served some jail time or did something. But they went for first degree, and that's not first degree murder. You can see it. You can see it clearly. So those are my thoughts. I think the biggest problem there is that, first of all, Jacob Blake should have never been murdered, right? I'm down with protesting, but I'm not down with destroying buildings and destroying people's hard-earned, because I'm a business owner as well. So people work hard for what they want. So to see business get destroyed, it's tough, man. It's such a tough situation. It's such a tough situation. And then when you look at those situations as well, those businesses are being destroyed in black communities, and business already don't want to go to black communities. So now whoever is in there actually doing the protesting and destroying these businesses, they're not helping black lives. They're not, because now no business will come to the black communities. And now when the black communities, they have nowhere to work, they have nothing going on, and they have to travel so far to get to a grocery store, so far to do anything, that they continue to be in poverty. So we can't be rioting, right? We need to protest, we need to get into all these different things, but rioting is not the way, because when you destroy business don't come back, and then the community suffers. So those are my thoughts on Kyle Rittenhouse case and what happened. I think I'm much more sad about what happened with Jacob Blake personally. My thoughts. And I'm also sad about what happened to the hard-earned businesses, or whatever the case is. You know, if there's local business out there. I saw this thing recently in Minneapolis where all those riots were, and I see all these black business owners that are just suffering now because of all the riots that happened. And some of the riots, you think that you're hurting somebody, but you're hurting your own. And that's what sucks. That's what sucks the most. So those are my thoughts on the Kyle Rittenhouse case. I hope you liked this episode. We'll keep them coming. On the next episode of It's Just Alex P, Not So Current Events, we're going to cover something else. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Peace.